Islam Dwayne. It is August the 4th, 2019. And it's 10:06 a.m. I'm about to go to Whole Foods. What I'm about to do is Rhonda Arrington. I'm Rhonda Arrington-Bey. Imani Gray Bey is over there. Say Islam, Imani. Islam. So I want to give you an experience. Now, as I turned on the camera, I'm feeling a sharp, dull pain here. So what I'm doing, Dwayne Bey, what I was doing this morning, because I kept the recorder on the camera recording while we sleep at night. And because I notice sometimes when the recorder is on, it picks up feedback that you would not normally hear unless you're tuning in. And the feedback, if you listen closely, Dwayne, and you being a spiritualist, definitely you can hear, like, it sounds like voices, like odd feedback. And so this is like a science that because imagine you're sleeping and this feedback or spirits are that feedback, that energy is around your room. And you know, if they having to force themselves in the room, you're sleeping, you're tired, you worked hard, that's energy. That's energy, and that can cause a frequency in your room within yourself to be lowered. Well, you wake up, maybe you're mentally depressed or mentally imbalanced, your emotions are off, because this is a very unclean energy which is connected to a spirit. A tree is a spirit, has a spirit. Grass has a spirit. Insects have a spirit. So if you listen closely to this video, to the recording, right around 5:21 a.m. I usually wake up about that time. And during that time I wake up, usually we wake up around 3 or 4. This past week and a half, 2 weeks, we haven't exercised like we usually do, but we usually do. And or to go to the restroom, and that's me. And that's when I usually hear bumping around the ceiling. And the first few times I would hear it, I didn't think nothing of it, because people wake up at same time. You can't, just because you hear bumping at the same time you wake up doesn't mean anything. But after consistently hearing this, then I started to question why and how. Or I might go to the bathroom and all of a sudden the room next door, which is room 118, will start running the water. And or I'm on the toilet stool, or my cell phone, like I told you, we start turning off the cell phone at night, because I noticed the time that I had set my clock for our clock to wake up, all of a sudden we would start hearing the phone beep to wake up, because we were already trying to get ourselves in that motion of waking up on our own. But I started to notice that the phone started to beep when it was on at the time when I wanted to wake up. So if you listen to the recording, because we are among unclean spirits that are not the same as us, and some of them are able to control and manipulate technology. And that when in that they can be, and if they are considered property, slaves, then they can be used as terrorist weapons. So if you're sleeping and you are trying to rest, and your dreams are being manipulated, where one of these unclean spirits, a black Negro unclean spirit, pale skin, predominantly has been the black Negro and the Spanish speaking that has been more aggressive, and also the pale skin too. But the common factor is nationality and naturalization. Most of that I've noticed that are unclean spirit, I would say probably 100% of them are not naturalized in the constitutional fold. Okay, they are of something else, and probably bred with something else. So you're sleeping and these spirits are moving around, or this energy is in your room somehow. And this feedback, you wake up, you feeling tired, you feeling sad, you feeling you're just not yourself, and you don't know why. It's the same as when they are being used to send sharp pains to your joints and your genitals. Now, I and Imani Gray -Bey, and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, we don't have the science of telepathy, and we don't have a science period that allow us to send sharp pains to anyone. And why would we want to do that? That's the question. Why? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to sit around someone's room with unclean energy and spirit? And it sounds like, if you listen closely, this is like in the last 2 hours of the recording, you hear the feedback constantly. Why would you want to do that? What is your purpose of doing that to someone who you don't know, who have not implied they want to know you, and they are a natural being? Why would you want to do that? And not only that, so you're sending unclean energy around them. What is the purpose of doing that? Which not only affects them, but affects the earth and the universe. So what I'm trying to get at, Dwayne Bafta Bey, this is a direct attack through attacking, which is natural, a natural being, thoughts, words, and deeds, and the earth and the universe. So if they can, these spirits, if they can normalize these acts of terrorism, normalize being weapons of mass destruction, because it's not only affecting you as an individual, and it is also affecting the earth and the universe, then they have created a law that truly is opposite of natural and divine law. In natural divine law, there's love, true peace, freedom, and justice. The earth and the universe is made in these divine spirits, these divine energies. But if they can get your thoughts to accept that presence of bondage, murder, rape, depression, whatever spirits that they want that's going against that divine natural law, then they have not only implemented this law outside of you, externally, but internally as well, through your thoughts. And that's what they're trying to do. Because if you don't know, but the thing is, unconsciously, so many, I know I didn't know about this, know about spirits being able to do things, or being around like this when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, even when I was 10, 11, 12, 13. I didn't know about these spirits. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. How many don't know? And they wondering why there's chaos in their home, why their children is depressed, why the wives, these Asiatic women and men are getting divorces, and yet then one of these unclean spirits come seducing, using different breeding tactics to seduce so they can breed. So anyway, those so what I'm doing is, because I'm going to post Imani Gray -Bey and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, we were granted a waiver of fee as natural beings, being practitioner of natural law, which includes the Constitution of 1787, Abraham Lincoln's proclamations, and the 13th Amendment with 20 sections. Because we, as Moorish Americans, which is our nationality, you got to have a nationality to be naturalized. White is not a nationality. African American is not a nationality. The word Hispanic in Spanish is not a nationality. So as natural beings, we are applying, we petition for a name change to annex our name Bey to our to the name that was given to my father and his father. So so in that we apply for a waiver of fee, because because they have passed a law in Maryland that you can apply for a waiver of fee, and it showed actually what the income bracket needs to be in order for you to be approved for that waiver. So as a Hebrew Muslim, as a Moorish American, we did such things. So now we're waiting for the outcome, because we thought it takes time. I think when we went up there this past week, it's August the 4th today. We went up there on Wednesday. Wednesday would be 3 to let's see, 3 to 31, 30. I think that would be the 29th. They said that the clerk said maybe after August the 13th. So maybe sometime at the end of August that we would have some form of reply from the judge in reference to the petition of our name change or correction. So, and I want to give you another experience. So this morning I got up, and this is just an experience, a testimony according to Revelation chapter 12, verse 11 and 12. That's the Holy Bible. And we know, as you know, Dwayne Bafforbay, the Holy Bible was made public law in this landmass, 1982, in the year of 1982, public law. So as I was walking, I asked the clerk, he's a pale-skinned male, he's an older male, he looked to be over 40, I'm not sure. He works here at American Extended Stay, 120 Cochran Drive, Annapolis, Maryland. I wanted some coffee bags. I like to make my own coffee, and I didn't have the organic coffee available, so I went to get the Maxwell coffee that they had so I can make my own coffee. And as I was waiting for him to grab the coffee bags, he has a little dog. It's a very small dog that he keeps with him. This isn't just, I'm giving testimony. I was waiting for him outside the room where he grabs the coffee. Another pale skin in a wheelchair was coming towards me. He's a elderly guy. He's in a wheelchair. Looks like, I don't know his age, but as all of a sudden I felt a sharp pain in my vagina. Then the dog made a whine noise, like simultaneously like that. And the clerk said, "Why are you whining?" And the dog started shaking scratching his ear. And my thought was, I'm not saying that this dog is that, but a thought that came about was that, we are among unnatural canines, unnatural felines, unnatural birds. When I say unnatural, that means they have other sciences that created them, that caused them where them too can be tuned into and also be controlled. Okay, controlled, and they are able to do things that not normal canine, feline, birds would do. So just because, like, for instance, I know when my consciousness changed, I would start looking at different signs to get be like, oh, that's spirit talking when I see like a crow or a raven. But that's not necessarily true, because we are among unnatural birds that are controlled. They like robots. They are controlled, and it just could be a camera zooming in, that bird being used as a camera or whatever else they want to use it for. It's the same with canine, felines, and other quote unquote that look to be natural animals, and they're not. And I'm not saying that this clerk has one of those animals. I'm just giving you testimony, Dwayne Bafforbay, as a Moorish American, of what I experienced Islam. So what I'm doing now is I started uploading the video, but someone slammed the door a few times across the hall, and all of a sudden the Wi-Fi stopped, and it was almost finished uploading. This is the video, not the video, but the recording of last night and today, of this morning, and it just stopped, and so I have to go and try upload it again. Islam. So I'll talk to you later. Islam. And I'm probably gonna I haven't exercised in a while, and I've just been like, I don't know, for 2 weeks. Just been that way. But then now I'm listening to this energy out around the room. That's the importance of meditation, prayer. It definitely, if allowed, can affect your mental state of mind, which is connected to emotions. It's connected to wanting to get up and do things for yourself. So I want you to truly listen to, and I'm going to keep doing this over and over again. The question is, why? Why? Because a lot of times I hear spirits start yelling, brother. Okay, so that lets you know, if a spirit or unclean spirit saying brother, that lets you know how filthy and unclean in spirit they are trying to suggest that you be with, if they have to go to such extreme to amalgamate soulful, clean spirits with this filth. Not just them, but that which is Spanish, speaks Spanish, or pale skin. That is definitely a sign. Islam.